Somebody out there is meant to hear this message. Somebody's out there that's meant to hear my voice. There are so much people that love you. There's so many people that look up to you. There are so many people that are rooting for you to be successful, rooting for you to have all your desires. And you don't even know it. And because you don't know it, sometimes your attitude might not be where it's supposed to be. Because you don't know it, sometimes the way you interact with people, the way you treat people, it's not necessarily where it needs to be. But let me share something with you. Gratitude is always the best attitude. It's hard, it's very difficult to have a bad day when you're grateful. It's almost impossible to have a bad day when you're grateful. I read something today and I felt like I definitely have to share this with people. It said that if you need a reason to find out why you should be grateful, check your pulse. That's all you have to do, check your pulse. There's something that I do every day. I got this from an audio that I listen to. Every morning when I get up, one of the first things I do is I write a list of the things that I'm grateful for. And it's powerful. Every morning, I write a list of all the things I'm grateful for. And when you enter interactions with people, if you enter from a position of gratitude, grateful that, you know what, I get an opportunity to have a conversation with this person right now. Grateful that I'm here. Grateful that I can learn something from this conversation. That's a thing as well. When we go into conversations, if we go in a conversation from a position that, listen, I can learn something from this person. Everybody knows something that you don't. If you enter every conversation as being interested as opposed to trying to be interested, you realize that you have much better conversations. I think listening is one of the most underrated skill of all. Now, the reason why I got on this call, Jim Rohn says something and it always stuck with me. He said that service to many leads to greatness. And from the first time I heard that, I really loved it because I believe that we're supposed to serve many people. And I've always introduced myself in many circles. I introduce myself as a servant because I understand that if service to many leads to greatness, the goal has to be to serve a whole bunch of people. And you know what? When we think about service, I think a lot of times when we think about service, we think that, all right, service to many leads to greatness. All right, let me think about this. Okay, so I have to be a part of a big international organization that's going to impact a whole bunch of people. That's service to many, right? You might think, all right, I need to be a part of a huge company that has a lot of financial resources so we can do bigger and better things. I have to be associated with this huge charity that's like doing amazing things across the globe, and that'll be service to many. And you'd be absolutely right. That's definitely service to many, but I want you to think about it. I think it was Mary Kay Ash. She said that every time you meet someone, every person you meet, I'm paraphrasing a little bit, every person you meet has an invisible sign over their shoulders saying, make me feel important. Everybody you meet, no matter who they are, no matter how successful they are, no matter how unsuccessful they are, everybody you meet has an invisible sign over their shoulder saying, make me feel important. So I realized that if you put a smile on somebody's face, if you say something nice and somebody smiles, that's service. If you encourage somebody, if you inspire somebody to believe in themselves, if even for a moment, that's service. If you call somebody, or you in a conversation with somebody, you let them know how appreciated they are, that's service. When's the last time you call somebody and say something like you call Mr. Jones, how you doing, brother? You know what, man? I just wanted to thank you for everything that you do. You are someone that I look to as a role model. I think you're very inspiring. You're someone that does what you say you do, and I appreciate that so much. Mr. Jones, you've done some amazing things. I know that's just a pit stop for you, man. God has greatness for you. You're going to be one of the best. Thank you so much, and I appreciate just the opportunity to know you and to be a part of your journey. Thank you so much, Mr. Jones. I hung up the phone. When's the last time you made a call like that? Have you ever made a call like that? How often do you make calls like that? And I want you to just think about what I just said, right? Now, somebody receives that call. Mr. Jones just received a call from you. Your cousin just received a call from you. Your mom, your boss, your success partner, anybody received a call like that from you. How does that person feel? How do they feel? Can you imagine how that person feels? Just getting that one call, that was like 30 seconds? Service to many leads to greatness. But you know what I think a lot of people miss, and I think even myself, I missed it up to a point where most people don't subscribe to something like this. All right, that person feels great when you call them, you say something like that. Genuinely, definitely they feel great. They probably gonna have a great day just because of your phone call, right? But think about how do you feel? How do you feel? Let's think about it for a second. There's something that I do. I've been doing this for 3 years. For 3 years, every single day, I send a positive message to my friends. It started out with me just messaging my team, and then it has grown to where I think I message over 500 people every single day. I've been doing this for 3 years, every single day straight. I always try to send an encouraging message, a positive message, maybe a thought-provoking message. And I definitely do it. I've always done it. I still do it definitely to add value to people. But how do you think I feel when I send out a message and multiple people message me back and say, man, I needed to hear that. That was right on time. Oh my goodness. Get out of my head. How do you think it will feel? How do you think I feel when I get invited to go on a local TV program in Pittsburgh? And on air, the host of the program, he lets me know that the messages that he got from God via me is one of the main reasons why the show is still going on. One of the main reasons why he's still pushing towards his goals. How do you think it feels when my wife comes to me and says, somebody met her at an event and told her that messages that they got from God via me is the reason why they're still alive today? Service to many leads to greatness, but I realize that it's so much more than that. Service to many leads to happiness. Service to many leads to fulfillment. Service to many leads to immortality. Bob Marley, he's going to live forever. Jim Rohn is living forever. Les Brown's going to live forever. And I realized that we were meant to live forever. We're all meant to live forever. Service to many leads to immortality. So if you're listening to my voice right now, if you're watching this on a replay, whatever the case may be, I challenge you that every day from this day going forward, you attack each day from an attitude of gratitude. And if there's ever a time or a day or a challenging day where you need to be reminded why you should be grateful, check your pulse. I challenge you that every day going forward, you reach out to somebody different and put a smile on their face. Every day, intentionally, put a smile on somebody's face. Every day, intentionally call somebody different and encourage them or inspire them to believe in themselves. Every single day, call somebody different and let them know how appreciated they are. Let them know that you respect them. Let them know that you admire them. And I guarantee to you that if you do this, you are going to have some amazing days. And my friends, amazing days lead to amazing weeks. Amazing weeks lead to amazing months. Amazing months lead to amazing years. And if you put together enough amazing years, you're definitely going to have an amazing life. Service to many leads to greatness. But service to many also leads to happiness, fulfillment, and immortality. Find a way to serve.